Welcome to our extraordinary life, a wild ride of freedom, adventure, and not conforming to the norm. So buckle up and come along for the madness. It's gonna be Out the Gate. Kia ora and welcome back to Out the Gate. This video is a special one. We're not just off-road, we are going off-land. Yeah, that's right, we are heading to the Poor Knight Island in the Northland area, sharing our incredible encounter, seeing heaps of fish species, and learning more about the stunning Aotearoa. No wonder this place is rated one of the best diving spots in the world. Our first port of call, driving 30 kilometres from Whangarei town centre to Tutukaka Marina, where we'll board our boat with Dive Tutukaka. Snorkeling aside, the Tutukaka Marina alone is an awesome spot to have lunch. You can take a scenic walk to the lighthouse, it's actually one of my favourite walks, or even a community market if you're lucky, so add it to the list. Once we got to the marina, it was time to head to Dive Tutukaka. Impossible to miss with this huge yellow tank right at the front. Inside the store, we checked in and we checked out. What a cool place it was. Then it was time to head to the boat. We are about to go to the Poor Knight Island, Dive Tutukaka. My cousin Bella helped hook it up. So we're heading there on the perfect day boat. These are our passes.
It's massive.
It's huge. So the boat can take up to, I think she said like 60 to 70 people, but today there's only going to be like 20 of us. And she also said the water visibility is awesome, so we are so pumped. That's the perfect day boat right there, if you can see, the biggest of the boats, and that beauty is going to take us 22 kilometres out to sea to the Poor Knight Island, or in Maori, Aorangi Island. Tickets in hand, we headed along the boardwalk to the boat. Now all your snorkeling equipment and lunch is included in the price, but Louie and I wanted to use our gear, our snorkeling gear, because we knew that it was comfortable for us. The staff welcomed us on board and I finally got to see my cousin Bella. Then we carried upstairs to find our seats, although it was pretty crowded. I know this boat would be popping in the summer, so we felt pretty lucky we got the pick of the lot when it came to seats. We headed out of the marina and into the open ocean, where the swell was pretty small, but the wind was strong. Louie and I did take some sea legs before this because we do have a history of seasickness, but we were fine the whole day. On the way over, our boat skipper Stephen Bowen started off what would be a day filled with incredible facts about Tawhiti, Rahi Island. After about a 45-minute journey out to sea, we made it to the islands, where we headed straight to our first snorkeling spot. Alright, we've just packed up at the Poor Knights. And FYI, it's P-O-O-R, Poor Knights, not Paul Knights, as some would assume. Ooh, a little boat. The water looks amazing. Haven't seen any wildlife yet, I'm sure we will. So the plan is that we get to go snorkeling, and then on the way back we go into a cave, the world's largest cave measured by volume in the whole world. And then we get to do like a little drive of the island and see it, because apparently it's just as beautiful above the water as it is below. So let's check it out.
Made it to the islands. Nice and shallow behind us. We can already see the shallow sandy patches in the back. We call the area right in the back area the gardens, purely because it's where we get all the juvenile species. The schooling fish, we have our blue marmot, so blue, same colour as the seats, dinner plate size, squashed oval. They're our surface feeding schooling fish, blue marmot. They love to hang out just at the entrance of the archway behind us, sometimes in deeper water. There is a shallow reef that runs from this archway out to this rock we can see just splashing on the surface here on our right hand side.
Alright, it was time to head into the water. I believe from memory the water temperature was sitting at about 16 degrees that day, so not cold but certainly not tropical. I was wearing my 4.3mm weddy with I think it was a 3mm hoodie vest underneath, and Louie had his 3.2 weddy on with the same hoodie vest underneath. This was definitely a struggle. I'm glad we had lots of room. Imagine doing this with 60 plus people on the boat. Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for, we are going to take you underwater into the deep blue, or should I say deep teal.
The water visibility was incredible, and I'm going to let nature do all the talking from now on, but I want to know in the comments how many fish species you spot on our mission. Let's go. What do we think, team? Talk about awesome snorkeling. After about 2 hours in the water, it was time to dry off, get warm and have some kai. That's food in Maori.
Lunch selections. It was actually delicious, wasn't it? Yeah.
I'll give you a quick tour of the place. Downstairs is the dining area. Out the back is where you suit up and put all your snorkel gear on. And there's even some hot showers and flushable toilets. Don't worry, I know what you're thinking. These flushable toilets, they go into tanks. They do not go into the water because this is a marine reserve and we're not allowed to leave anything behind. Upstairs is more seating area and just a place where you can leave your bags and get some stunning views. Belly full of delicious food, warm after a hot shower and knackered after lots of snorkeling. Your girl was tired. But the show goes on, we still have heaps more to see and explore. It was time to head to one of the world's largest sea caves, Riko Riko Cave. It's so big that you can have up to 4 boats inside, and when the sun hits the water on the perfect angle, it creates a shimmering, dancing reflection on the walls of the cave. Absolutely mesmerizing to watch. Makes sense as to why it's called what it is. Riku Riku means shimmering light in Maori. The Ngāti tribe that lived on this island was said to come and bathe in the waters of the cave for its healing properties. And more recently, the cave was used for its awesome acoustics by, from what I can remember, I think it was the Black Seeds and 660. I could be wrong, but I'm just going to roll with it. And we're about to check out the acoustics for ourselves now. Don't worry, I won't be singing.
Singing in the cave, the Finn brothers, singing in the cave with the Black Seeds. We had about 2 months ago, we did an acoustic session after the concert at Rahi. We're going to sound the horn and we're going to count the number of seconds of the echo. There is a world record, 9.2 seconds for the longest echo in the cave. We're going to try and beat it today. For those of you who delicately drums, you can put your ears, so I'll sound the horn. Count down from 3, 1.
Such a magical place, and even cooler that our skipper Steve knew so many facts about the history of it. You wouldn't get all this info if you just took your own boat.
Fish underneath them, steering them in front and below them, the sharks, throwing them out in the water, tell us something in the water underneath them. Open their mouths, they cross the lips forward, you can see the white of the lips and the septum straight into their belly.
Blue Mau Mau Arch on the right, can't remember the one in the distance, and then our final stop being the hole in the rock.
He came in here, so you couldn't see the water for the fish. And it's true today, some days we go in there, it's so full, we barely see the water. Other days we go in there, there are no fish. But as I mentioned before, the arches are quite spectacular. Men and of themselves and the colours of those 50 feeders. All the colours of the rainbow. Aorangi, it's us. Beautiful Aorangi.
Oh, thank you, Steve. That's Aorangi Island in the distance. And can I just say, how good is Steve's pronunciation of Maori words? He's got a thick Scottish accent, but he still does his best, and I think that's frickin' awesome. This is the famous hole in the rock, but unfortunately it was too rough to go through. After seeing more wildlife in action, it was time to head back to the Tutukaka marina. Oh, by the way, the island is called Poor Knight's Island because Captain Cook named it that in his diary. People speculate it's because it looked like a poor knight's pudding dish. I don't know what that is. I would suggest it's because it looks like a knight laying on their back. Either or, it was named Tawhiti, Rahi and Aorangi Island by Maori first, so maybe we could just call it that too. back to the peaceful marina and dry land. Let's see what we thought of the day.
Alright, so we've just got off the boat for our day out the pool nights. What do you think?
I'll be honest, I was pretty exhausted at this point, so I'm just going to sum it up. It was awesome. The perfect balance of adventure, learning new things, and relaxing on the water. We are 100% coming back with Dive Tutukaka, but next time we're going to bring Louie's nieces along because they love to snorkel. Or maybe we could go scuba diving because that's an option too. I love that they incorporate a little bit of Maori history in there as well as heaps of marine life knowledge too. And I know that it's a little bit pricey, but if you're wanting to snorkel in one of the best spots in the world with some of the most knowledgeable people in the world, it is so worth it. So save up all that coffee money, and when the water gets a little bit warmer, go and get after it. Thank you so much for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed coming along with us and maybe learned something new. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye!